I'd had that uneasy feeling all morning, the kind you get when you just know someone's petty games are about to blow up in their face. Sure enough, when I walked to the end of my driveway, my mailbox was nothing but splintered wood, twisted metal, and a trail of envelopes scattered in the ditch like confetti after a parade. For context, I live on the edge of a quiet subdivision, or at least it used to be quiet, until the Homeowners Association crowned itself a self-appointed sheriff in the form of one man, Harold Briggs. Now, Harold wasn't actually law enforcement, but you wouldn't know it from the reflective vest, the radio clipped to his belt, and the clipboard full of citations that had no legal weight whatsoever. He strutted around like he owned the place, nitpicking everyone's lawns, cars, and paint colors. The first time my mailbox got hit, I assumed it was just bad luck. Maybe a delivery van misjudged the corner. I replaced it with a basic post and box. 2 weeks later, it happened again. That's when the whispers started, neighbors hinting that Harold had it out for me because I'd questioned a few of the HOA's stricter rules. Still, wrecking a mailbox felt childish even for him. By the third time it was destroyed, I was done playing nice. Mailboxes aren't just lawn decorations under federal law. U.S. Code Title 18 Section 1705. Destroying one is a crime. At the next HOA meeting, I brought up the issue. Guess who smirked from across the room? Harold. He even made a joke about building it right next time so it wouldn't fall over. That smugness told me everything I needed to know. I started watching him closer. His old pickup had a dented bumper with paint scrapes that suspiciously matched my mailbox. Coincidence? Maybe, but I trusted my instincts. So I mounted a wildlife camera on a tree near the road, perfectly angled toward my mailbox. It didn't take long, one early morning. The footage showed Harold's truck creeping down the street, swerving just enough to smash my mailbox before continuing on like nothing happened. Clear as day, and clear as his vanity plate in the zoomed-in frame. I played the video for the HOA board. The president tried to defend him, mumbling something about unclear footage, but the license plate shut that down fast. The problem? The HOA clearly wasn't going to do a thing about it. So I got creative. I researched legal mailbox designs and found a loophole as long as the post was breakaway and under a certain width. It met county standards. I built a steel core post hidden inside decorative brick, perfectly within code, topped with a heavy-duty locking mailbox. It looked normal, but it was tough enough to stop a truck. A week later, I was drinking coffee when I heard a loud bang, followed by screeching tires and a string of shouted curses. I stepped outside to find Harold's pickup with its hood crumpled into my mailbox fortress, airbags deployed, steam hissing from the engine. Harold was holding his arms, swearing up a storm. He accused me of setting a trap. I told him I built it to code, maybe he should work on his driving. That's when the HOA president came running down the street claiming this was entrapment and unsafe. The police arrived before the shouting match could escalate. I handed over my paperwork proving the mailbox met every legal requirement. The officers weren't impressed with Harold's excuses. One of them even reminded him very loudly that destroying a mailbox is a federal offense punishable by prison time. Harold went pale. Within minutes, he was in handcuffs while neighbors recorded from their lawns. The officer handed me his card and told me to call if the HOA tried anything. I just nodded, still holding my coffee, because in our neighborhood, the self-appointed sheriff had finally learned what happens when the real law shows up.